Growing up, my parents always used to ask me, "What did you learn at school today?" And I had the typical response of nothing, a lie we're all guilty of telling, no matter how hard we try to deny it. Now, there are days where I still wish they would ask me, because I want to share with them all of the amazing things I'm learning, both inside and outside of the classroom. You know, school does teach us some super important lessons in life, but the most important lessons that I've encountered have come from the people that I've chosen to surround myself with since I started attending school here at Lake State. These people have helped me learn the definition of a real friend and who my true friends are. The friends that are in my life have helped me to learn the definition of a real friend. So Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines a friend as a person whom one knows and with whom one shares a mutual bond, usually exclusive of family or sexual relations. So never in a million lifetimes would I have pictured myself where I am today, surrounded by some of the most amazing people that are going to be in my life for years to come. These are the friends that fall into the third type of friendship that Aristotle described in his early life. Aristotle described the three friendship types, and each of them and the people that fall into them impact our lives in a way that could either be positive or negative, depending on how you're willing to look at the situation. The three friendship types are the friendships of utility, the friendships of pleasure, and the friendships of goodness. And to understand the true importance of the friendships of goodness, we first need to talk about the friendships of utility and the friendships of pleasure. Friendships of utility are the types of friendships that occur between people who have something to offer with each other. They're typically the people you work with or are in classes with. So the people that if you miss a day because you slept through, you don't feel good, something like that, you go up to them and you say, "Hey, what did I miss today?" Those are these kinds of friendships. These friendships are easily dissolved once the two or whoever is involved no longer serve a purpose for each other. But they still help us learn some very important lessons in life. These friends help us learn that sometimes people only come into our life because they don't know anyone else around. They help us learn that sometimes the wrong path that they're leading us down seems like the right path at the right time. They help you learn that the phrase, "Hey, how are you today?" is sometimes just a formality, something people use to keep the benefits of the friendship around. But the most important lesson to remember from these friends is that sometimes people are only the nicest to you simply because they want something from you, or they stand to benefit from something you have to offer them. The next type of friendship is the friendships of pleasure. So these are the types of friendships where people are attracted to each other based on their good looks, their wit, or other pleasant qualities. They're typically people you have hobbies in common with, or you play sports with them. These friendships are also easily broken, but contribute to lessons in life that make us better people. These friends help us learn that sometimes people only stick around to improve their skills in mutual sports or hobbies. They teach us that sometimes people are only meant to be in your life temporarily. And the most important but most difficult lesson that the friends in this category teach you is that sometimes we're easily replaced. And when it happens, it really, really hurts. But you have to remember that it's gonna be okay, because these friends are easily replaced too. The final type of friendship is what Aristotle described as the most beneficial. It is a combination of the friendships of utility and the friendships of pleasure. It is deemed the friendships of goodness. These people are friends because they admire each other's character while valuing loving others over being loved. These friendships are the best because they're long-lasting, ones that are gonna be in your life for years and years and years. And they help us learn some of the most important lessons in life. And they come from those unexpected people. We learned some fun lessons like snuggles with your best friend really are the solution to almost every single problem, no matter the size. They help us learn that having fun is sometimes extremely necessary, no matter how much homework you tell yourself that you have to get done that day. They help you learn that laughter really is the best medicine, even in the most ironic situations. And most importantly, they help us learn that first impressions aren't always as accurate as we'd like to think, and stereotypes are meant to be broken. These unexpected friends teach us that sometimes a bad day just needs a small little pep talk to get you back on the right track. They help you learn that friendships of goodness know no limit, whether it be distance, 598 miles to be exact, or time zone, 3 hours behind. They help you learn that sometimes, no matter how many wrong turns you make, they're going to help you get back on that right path and keep your life going the way it should be. They help you learn that sometimes the right people know you better than you know yourself. They know when you need a hug or just a simple smile, especially on the bad days. These friends help you learn that you really can do anything you set your mind to, because they're there to encourage you along the way and pick you up every single time you fall. They teach you that no matter how awful people seem in the world, there really are still good people that are there for you whenever you need them the most. But the most important lesson that I've learned from the friendships of goodness is that life really is better outside your comfort zone. And when you find the right friends, they're going to teach you that. They're going to make sure that you take chances and get to experience life outside of that zone. Each friendship type that Aristotle described teaches us something in life that we really need to remember. Finding the friendships of goodness is something that every person deserves to have in their life. And if you haven't found that yet, it's okay, because fundersandfounders.com uses the number of 800,000. That's the average number of people that someone encounters in their life, using the average age of 80. So you have a very long time to still go out, find those friendships of goodness, find those friends that impact your life in a way you never would have imagined. A very wise and very unexpected friend once told me, "Don't let the external events govern your internal conditions." That has been the most impactful and probably the most beneficial lesson I've learned in my 3 years here at Lake State. Go out and find the friends that teach you something like that. Find the friends that make sure you take those chances. Be willing to learn from them and watch your life become something you never would have expected it to be.